By moving up to Boardman, it gives us the opportunity to have an environmentally controlled, atmosphere. We were in a leased facility before, and now that we're moving into this owned building, it was set up as a chocolate factory, which they had to have that cooling, and we need that for our process to become more stable.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
In about 2019, then we moved from the World Trade Park over to the Mitsubishi building in Leetonia. And in a matter of about 3 years, we were up to 12 printers and a capacity of over 100,000 pounds every 24 hours of printing sand. In finding out and understanding what the original equipment manufacturers need, they need speed to market. They really need that opportunity to not have to spend 8 to 12 to 20 weeks of going to a machine shop and making the tooling when they can actually print, when they can go from CAD to casting in a matter of 24 to 36 hours. Yeah. And then they can commercialize. Like last year, we did a project for the newest engines for a semi company. For the heads and the blocks, we shipped 50 semi-loads in a matter of 10 weeks, to Mexico, which is great. That's exporting, and that's a lot of, we're doing a lot more exporting now that this technology exists in a greater capacity here than it does in many of the other countries. By moving up to Boardman, it gives us the opportunity to have an environmentally controlled, atmosphere. We were in a leased facility before, and now that we're moving into this owned building, it was set up as a chocolate factory, which they had to have that cooling, and we need that for our process to become more stable. Although we learned how to run it without air conditioning, it's more predictable, and we'll have less scrap by running in here, and it's actually aesthetically a nice operational facility to have the high-tech equipment here. We're looking for the 1st of May to, the end of April to be in here with all the printers. We currently have 2 in, and we can move one about every 4 days. What we're learning to do during this next year, we're experimenting with other materials, hopefully, sustainability products, carbon credit products that, we're all looking for ways to reduce what goes into a landfill, and quite possibly, there's material, we know there's post-processing materials from other processes that we can test, and they could be printed into art, they could be printed into furniture. I actually saw an article yesterday in Dubai where they were actually printing wall structures out of sand that were very ornate and much stronger than a standard wall. And we don't know what's next because the partner next door to us in the excellence training offices that we support up there is Pantheon, this 3D, printing cement homes. Yeah. So we're actually really looking for what's next, and we're not really ever looking over our shoulder to stay ahead of our competition. We don't want to be better than anybody. We just want to do different better. And the universities give us access, and America Makes, and all these centers to new ideas that, when we parlay off of each other, we find new, better, different ways to do things.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.